Hello, what is up YouTube? So a while back I made a video about the advantages of being a guy. So since I made that video, I thought that it would only be fair to also share the disadvantages of being a guy. Now I know what some of you are probably thinking, and yes, there actually are some disadvantages to being a guy. So what I decided to do is compile a list of some things that I find disadvantages of being a guy. So what I decided to do is come up with a list of some things that I found to be disadvantages of being a guy. So one of the first things that I find as being a disadvantage of a guy is that when we say that we have nothing on our mind, and when people ask us, they're like, hey, what are you thinking about? And you say nothing, no one ever believes you. No girl has ever believed a guy when he says that he has nothing on their mind. But I guarantee you about 90% of the time, we are literally not thinking about anything. But there's like 10% of the time when we actually are thinking about something, but it's something stupid that we know that no one actually will care about, so we just say nothing to save everyone time and thinking that we're strange. Like if you were to ask a guy what's wrong or what are you thinking about and he says nothing, guaranteed he was probably thinking about this.
Man, my balls are pretty itchy, but I don't think I can really scratch them in public without people staring at me. You know what else? Boobs are pretty cool. I like them. They're pretty sweet.
See how pointless that was? Like, it's easier for us just to say nothing, but for some reason, no one ever believes us. Now this next one, if you have any siblings that are females, you will understand. And this is especially true in the case of me and my sisters. So say you and your sisters are just lounging around and having a good time, and then your dad or your mom asks you to go and help them lift some heavy thing, like moving a couch down to the basement. It's always up to the guy to go and move that couch. And what makes it even better is that my sisters are always one to be female empowerment, and they've called themselves out on this because as soon as they get asked to do anything that involves heavy lifting, they look right at me. I want to be lazy too. Why do I always have to be the one who moves a couch just because I'm a guy? I know that there are millions of girls who are stronger than I am, which is hard to believe. But girls are strong, so I think that they should have to move stuff as well too. Another disadvantage that we sometimes have is that we can't really like girly things without other guys who are those macho ones making fun of us. For some reason, guys have this image that we all need to be macho and manly, and we don't cry, and we don't have feelings, and we hate everything, and meat, and protein. But sometimes it's just nice just to sit down, maybe even drink like a cocktail. That's another thing. Guys out there, you know that you would drink all those girly drinks all the time if other guys didn't make fun of you, because you know that they taste good. No guy has ever first taken a sip of beer and liked it, but we forced ourselves to like it because we can't drink these girly drinks because other guys make fun of us because, I don't know. For some reason with movies, it's always just explosions and everything, and you need to love pretty much any Michael Bay movie. It's like a guy movie, but sometimes you just want to sit down and watch The Fault in Our Stars. I don't see a problem with it, and I find that as a disadvantage that you get made fun of just because you want to have a girly rom-com and watch one of those. Who gives a shit? Now this one only applies to us older people, and this applies to the whole kind of bar scene, that girls have a great advantage for bars and everything, because pretty much every bar or club that you go to, before they have a time limit that girls always get in free, and then for guys it's $50 just to walk in. I don't think I've ever seen any bar that has before 11 guys get in free, girls extra $20. Girls are very lucky for that. And then once in the bar, girls never have to buy drinks. I wish I never had to buy a drink. I've had many friends who have done this where they just go and kind of talk to a guy to show interest in them, and then he'll, being a gentleman, go and buy them a drink, and then once said drink is given to the female, she just takes it and walks away. But guys, this can work into your advantage as well, because I have had friends who have just been like, hey, do you want a drink? And then I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. And then she went off and started talking to this friend that she knew from a while back, kind of flirted with him a bit. He went and bought her some drinks, and then she just walked away from him and came back and was like, here you go. I was like, you can do that? What? Girls, and that is another thing that sucks about guys, is that we sometimes can get used just for free drinks from girls. Now, I know not all girls do this, but you know that there are some of you out there who have just talked to a guy just to get a drink from him. And I applaud you for it. Good job. I would do it too if that were the case. Like if I could just go and start talking to a girl and then she'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna buy you a drink. But that like never happens. Now another disadvantage that we have is that we grow hair literally everywhere. Like when we're little kids, we're all just like hairless little things running around, and then one day you're just like, how the hell do I have hair there and why is there so much? Like it's literally covers your entire body. And it kind of sucks sometimes. In winter it's nice because it keeps you warm, but then in summer you're just like, oh my god. And then just sweating profusely because your just entire body is covered in hair. And then on the flip side of that, there are some guys who can't grow any hair at all, and then they just get called babyface for the rest of their life because they're 30 and they can't grow a beard. Finally, the last disadvantage of being a guy is also our weakness. I guess you could technically say that there's two of them, and that is our balls. Now, some of you are probably wondering how that is a disadvantage, and let me explain it to you. For some reason, our bodies just decided that, hey, I don't want to keep these things in your human, so they just decided to have them drop down and hang out and have them exposed for everyone to pretty much see. Which sucks because they are the most sensitive things of life. Like every guy has accidentally hit his balls in some way, and then you're just out for the next 20 minutes just crying on the ground in the fetal position. Like even a strong breeze that just hits you right there, you're just balls. It's just like one huge cruel joke that someone just decided to play on us by just leaving them out there. Like you could, I don't want any girl to do this, but if you were just walk up to a guy and just go, he's gone, he's done, he is out cold, I don't care who he is, he could be the strongest man alive. If you just walk up to him and just went, done, KO'd, you win. And they're also just like not attractive to look at, like ever. Like girls somehow got boobs and somehow guys got stuck with balls. It is not fair. Girls, you are very lucky on that count. But anyway, YouTube, those are some disadvantages that I found about being a guy. Let me know if you agree with them in the comments down below. Also in the comments, let me know if there is anything that I missed that you guys can think of as well. And also, if you guys did enjoy this, I would love it if you did click the thumbs up, maybe even shared it with some of your friends, and subscribe to this channel because that would be wicked cool. But anyway, YouTube, once again, I hope that you did enjoy this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.